Okay.
Perfect. Idara, thank you for joining me today to discuss your experience with TTT and over a short interview. Do you mind introducing yourself a little bit to the audience? Tell us a little bit about you, how old you are, where you're from, and then we can go into your trading
Okay.
experience.
Okay. My name is Idara. I'm an African by origin. I am based in Cameroon. So I came across TTT online on Facebook and also on some of the adverts that I saw on Twitter and also Google. So when I got in touch with TTT, I just said I should decide to choose it to be one of my portfolios because I've had portfolios with other prop firms. So I said I should just try with TTT because I saw that they had some programs that were very nice and programs that I would want to go into to try them and see how it was because I saw that the community was good. The CEO as well as the customer support was very great. So I said, let me give it a try.
Hmm. Awesome. What was your journey like before TTT? And when did you start with us at TTT? I forget the year and the month that you started. Do you remember?
Okay, I started 2023 around March.
Hmm.
My first account was 25K, which
Hmm.
I lost it. Then I bought a few other accounts like 50K, 100K. Then I lost a few along the way. But then I got my first payout this year, very early this year, when I started
Hmm.
having some kind of consistency in trading. So it was very great.
Okay. And before TTT, were you with other prop firms? Were you trading your own personal account on brokerages?
Okay, before TTT, I had personal accounts with Xness, and also I had my very first prop firm was with Trader Central, but there are no more at the moment. Well, when I was trading, it was not really a very smooth journey, as it is with everyone that starts trading for the first time. So I had a very rough patch. After some time of retesting and also using a few strategies and also mitigating my risk, I started gaining a very good consistency in my trading journey. So it wasn't really very smooth, but then I transitioned it to be smooth after some time because of my risk assessments.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you. When you first started with trading on brokerage accounts, I take it you lost money. Did you lose money to begin with?
Yes. Who doesn't lose money? Yes, of course. I lost a few thousands of dollars though. When I started with about $150, but then I knew
Hmm.
that it was not enough because regardless of the leverage that you're going to be offered, you're going to have very bad days. And when you have bad days, can just take over the account, can just take the account because the equity was not good enough. It was very small. So
Hmm.
I had to top up my equity, my balance up to 800, up to $1,500. But then along the line, I still lost it because I was somehow very excited when I started getting some profits. And I was like thinking it's going to be very easy, it's going to be that way. So I decided to over leverage, over trade, and trying to get more and more profits. At the end, I ended up losing it. So it wasn't really
Hmm.
that great. And because it was like a real fun, it's not easy to trade because the psychological effects, knowing fully whether you're trading your real money, is really difficult than trading with profit because with profit it's like you're over leveraging little money to get something bigger because if you can spend like a few hundreds of dollars, you can get a bigger account size. So I
Hmm.
decided to stop trading my personal funds, just trade with Profim, and that's why I decided to go with TTT alongside other portfolios that I had with other firms.
Okay. Which other firms have you got capital with? Which firms have you been trading at as well? And I guess what as well, what made you choose T2T over some of the other competitors in the space?
Okay, the reason why I decided to choose TTT was because the I had a very good reception with the customer support and also the risk parameters. They don't have kind of a 2 minutes, 4 minutes, or 5 minutes minimum hold duration. And also the leverage on the accounts was very great. When you have a good leverage, you can open the lot size that you want to and also
Hmm.
decide the kind of risk. You can trade the way you want to trade it. It's not a situation whereby you're being curtailed to trade a certain way. So if you're someone that uses bigger lot size, then with little SL, you can trade with that. If you want to use little lot size with bigger SL, you can trade with that. So you're not going to be confined to do something that you wouldn't do in your normal trading procedure. And also, with TTT, you cannot like you're not subjected to trading with a 1% risk rule that are also prevalent with other prop firms. So that's one of the
Mhm.
reasons why I chose TTT.
Appreciate that. I mean, we are trying to be as flexible as we can with traders. Traders don't want the rules. You don't want a full list and you know,
Yeah.
a paragraph of rules to look through before you join a challenge and throughout the process of a challenge. So we're trying to keep it as simplistic as possible. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
As one of our more
Yeah.
successful traders, you've made over $25,000 in rewards with TTT Markets over the years, which is really amazing to see. What do you
Yes.
think made it click for you as such? What went from,
Okay.
what took you from being an unprofitable trader on potentially the smaller account sizes that you did to begin with and on your brokerage accounts to then becoming a more profitable trader and receiving multiple thousands in rewards?
Okay. So what I would think I should say is that it depends on the risk and not over trading. You know that when you over risk, you over leverage because you want to make a whole lot of profit within a very short time. So I'm not taking like profit like a quick rich scheme, get rich quick scheme. So I'm taking it's like kind of business whereby I'm satisfied with whatever profit that I get. So what I do is that whenever I'm in profits, I would always try to get my SL to my break even. So if it should come back, I know that I'm not losing. I'm just going back to the where it was. So that's how I do. I risk very little. I risk not more than 1% per position because if you risk more, there's always a tendency that you might always lose if you risk more because the psychology is going to be there. You're going to feel the losses are so big, and maybe probably if you can't, maybe probably you can see slippages coming in and other stuff like that. So I just tend to risk very little and aim for RR of 1:4. So I look at the overall trend in the markets. I can start from daily time frame, go to 4 hours, go to 1 hour. Then I'm going to look at where the market is going towards. If it's going to be bullish or bearish, then I'm going to look for how I'm going to execute my position by coming down to the lower time frame. I can come to 15 minutes, then 5 minutes. Then I'm going to look for inefficiency in the market, or I'll look for fair value gap. Then from there, I'm going to execute my position towards the direction of the trend. And when I execute that, I'm going to make sure that my risk does not go beyond 1% of my account balance. Then I'm going to risk as much as possible. It can be 1:4, it can be 1:3. So, but then when
Mm,
I get into profits, I tend to take my SL to break even.
okay. And are there any non-negotiable rules that you have when it comes to prop firm accounts? Like, do you say, I'm not going to risk more than 0.25 or 5% or 1%? Or is it just simply a case of you build into positions? Like, do you have any rules on yourself when it comes to taking prop firm accounts, challenge stage, and also the funded stage?
Yes, I have rules. Like, I don't understand that question. Can you come again?
So, are there any rules that you give yourself, like in terms of risk
Okay,
management? You don't want to go too
okay,
aggressive, or you tell
okay,
yourself
okay,
if you maybe lose a percentage in a day,
okay,
you don't go again. You know,
okay,
those sorts of types of
okay,
rules.
okay. Okay, I understand. Yes, yes, I have those kind of rules because as a professional trader and someone that's been profitable, you must stick to strict rule guide.
Hmm.
So what I do is that I don't trade more than 2 to 3 times a day. So
Okay.
majorly I can just trade once a day. And if peradventure I'm not profitable, maybe probably I might not trade again. Or if at all I'm going to take another position, I'm just taking that position as my final position for the day. But then I'm not taking the position because I want to um recover my my loss. I'm not trying to revenge. I'm just trying to take a position to see if I will be profitable.
Hmm.
That's how I look at it. I'm not looking at a way that's probably maybe a loss like 1%. I'm trying to get by the 1%, or probably maybe trying to get back 2%, or maybe trying to increase my loss size, like trying to martingale and stuff like that. I don't do that. I just take a trade at a time. I just believe that okay, probably it should go to 1:4, 1:3. So I
Hmm.
don't like um trade a lot. I don't overtrade.
Okay. So, what would, let's say, a perfect day look like for you in terms of
Okay.
on the prop firm accounts? What's a good day and what's a bad day?
okay, a good day is a day that I do not lose, regardless whether I'm in break even or in profits, but any day that I do not lose, so that is a
Mhm,
good day for me.
mhm.
That's a good day for me. So that's how a good day looks
Perfect.
like. I wouldn't need to make like 3%, 4% or thereabout for me to call it a good day. A day that you do not lose, that's a good day for me.
Perfect. So in terms of receiving the rewards, when you got your first payouts with TTT Markets, how did it feel and has it enabled you to do anything? Have you used them for further accounts, funding a personal account, or what have you used for the rewards and how did it make you feel?
Okay, it was very good. I was very happy. I was so delighted because you know that when you're getting with a new firm, when you're getting with a new firm, you might have kind of resentment and you might just feel that probably it's kind of a 50-50 chance of a thing. So I just had a belief that, okay, probably it can come true because I just trusted the firm. So when I got my first payout, I was so delighted. I was very happy. So I used it to buy a few other prop firm accounts. And you know that whenever you're trading, whatever comes out, you might keep some to yourself, then try to use the other ones to multiply the trader to see if you can expand further and have a better um like better account sizes.
Mhm. Amazing. And has it enabled you to do anything in terms of purchases? Have you managed to buy yourself new things? Some traders buy new laptops or phones, or they get themselves a new trading desk set up or something.
And yeah, yes, why not? Why not? Why not? I got a new phone. I got a laptop because the laptop that I'm using now wasn't the laptop that I used 2 years ago. So I used it to purchase a few things. That's why I said that I used the other ones to buy a few of accounts. Then the other ones I just kept it to put some necessary bills. So it was a very good
Amazing.
feeling. Yeah.
Good. I'm really pleased to hear that. What advice would you give to someone that is maybe struggling? They've maybe taken one challenge, they've lost it, they've hit their daily drawdown or their maximum drawdown. Do you have any advice for upcoming traders in terms of how to trade prop firm accounts the most successfully as possible?
Okay, the advice I would give to them is that they should not over risk it and also they should stick to one or two pairs. Probably maybe or maybe one or two instruments, let me say instrument, because you can be trading maybe gold, GBP USD. I think you shouldn't trade more than two pairs because when you're trading a lot of pairs, there's always a tendency for you to lose. For example, now let me put for instance, for example, if you're a trader and you trade only gold, over time you're going to have kind of consistency with it if you know how to risk very well. So probably maybe you're a trader that aim for 1:4 or 1:3 RRR. You will need to lose like 4 times or 3 times before it can offset any profit that you make. So let's say
Mhm,
that you trade a lot of pairs, let me say EU, GU, um, gold, and other ones. There's always a tendency that you can lose like you can lose 4 straight times with those pairs. So if you
mhm,
lose 4 straight times and probably you risk 1%, that's 4%, and you're going to be anxious,
mm,
and you try to trade to see where to recover your account without you be more anxious, and if you lose again, you're now in a position that you might not come back again. So that is that
mm,
might just I would just say that any trader that wants to trade and be successful, you have to limit the number of instruments that you trade.
mhm,
Because if you want to be a professional trader and you have a strategy that you use and you stick to the risk parameters that you stick to and you trade a single instrument or two instruments, there's nowhere the tendency for you to excel is going to be very high because if you lose like two, 3 times and you have a win, it's going to offset whatever losses that you've had. But if you're going to spread it across, let's say with GU, EU, and other pairs like GBP, silver, and maybe you lose for 1% with them, you've lost 4% already. So
correct.
that is it. So I would just advise them to just stick to one or two pairs. Try to master it. Look for break, retest, weekly highs, weekly lows. Look for inefficiencies, fair value gaps. So that's it.
Okay. And do you have any favorite instruments yourself that you prefer to trade over others?
Yes, I prefer to trade only GBP US and gold.
Okay, nice. And have you
Yeah.
found they are the most profitable pairs for you?
Yes, that gold and GBP, both of them are the most profitable pairs for me. So
Hmm.
there are some times that gold will be, let me say, GBP USD will be ranging. You have a lot of range in markets, maybe probably when we don't have a volatility in the market. So I can switch to gold and trade
Hmm.
only gold. So that's how I trade. I don't trade like
Amazing.
two instruments at a time, like to have two positions at a time. I would only have one at a time. Let me know that I'm risking only 1% of the accounts.
Hmm. Okay, that's amazing. So
Yes.
you've been trading with prop firms for quite a while now. What advice would you give to someone that is potentially hesitant about trading with prop firms, that has never traded a
Okay.
prop firm account before? Let's say they just traded a brokerage account and that's it. And you're saying to them, look, I've done well with prop firms. What advice would you say to someone that is hesitant?
Okay. The advice I'm going to give is that with your life fund, you are over risking. You are over risking your funds. But then with prop firm, you're risking very little and the rewards are bigger. Let's say that you're trading 100K accounts and someone is using the same 100K to purchase a 10K account. The 10K account, the maximum drawdown, like from 10% or 8% based on the account type, that's you having like 8 times of someone that just had a direct funding account. Then with that, you'll be able to, if you can pass the stage one and stage two, depending on the type of account that you bought, then
Mhm.
the tendency for you to make bigger money is overweighs the person that has a 100K or $100 account. So you
Mhm.
cannot just you cannot put it on the same line. So there's no much benefits because with $100 accounts, you can easily just lose it and you lose your life fund. But this one, you might struggle for some time, even if you're not a good trader, you might struggle for some time before blowing off. But then if you're profitable, then you know that you can make averagely 400, 300 because we start going towards statistics, a few persons that have gotten payouts with 10K accounts, they can get up to 300, 200, $400 on average. Then
Mm.
100K account, 4K, 5K on average. So you're always on the winning end. That's one that just funds a live account and try to trade. So I would just advise anyone that is trying to fund with a live account that is not really beneficial than going towards profit because profit is 100% better because you're going to
Mhm.
have bigger leverage, bigger account size, maximum drawdown, and it can also help you to mitigate your risk because of the
Mhm.
risk parameters like daily drawdown, and not like martingale, and also like stacking might not be accepted with prop firm. So it will help
Mhm.
you to put your risk in check, and it can help you to scale through and make more money than
Definitely.
with comparing with direct funding.
On our programs, we do have 4 or 5% daily drawdown, 8 or 10% total drawdown. Do you believe that the drawdown levels have helped you become a better trader because you can't, let's say, risk 25% of your account on one trade or 50% of your account on a trade? You are limited to the daily drawdown limit and the overall drawdown limit. Do you find that that's made you a better trader? Do you think it's helped you in the
Yeah,
process of becoming profitable?
yes, yes, perfectly, perfectly. You know that when you have a risk parameter in place, you're going to play with the risks, regardless of however you are, whatever trader that you are. So you know that we have a lot of prop firms having relative drawdown parameter in market rollovers. So in that situation, it helps a trader to try um to like how should I say to um can't get the word now um, to realize some profits because if you let it go towards the following day,
Hmm.
the unrealized profits can also count as your drawdown,
Yes.
count as part of your drawdown. Then with that, if you lose that, it's going to become a problem for you because you can lose your accounts. But
Hmm.
venture, let's say for 100K accounts, you are up by 3%. Then using a relative drawdown parameter method, then on market rollovers, that 3% counts as part of your drawdown if you're having the 5% drawdown, which means that if you lose it 3K unrealized profits plus 2% from the initial funding, you've lost the account. So with profit, it helps you to be alert. It helps you to know how to mitigate your risks. It helps you to have a kind of um, a trading parameter and strategy that you stick to. Because if you're trading live fund, you know that those things are not there. You will not lose the account. You might just see a
Mm.
position that you feel that you're very optimistic being about that is going to go towards 1:3, 1:4, 1:5, and you might over risk it and probably it can turn south and you lose your funding, you lose your accounts. So you can't compare the benefits of Profem because Profem has been there to help traders to to grow in their trading journey. So Profit is very good.
Amazing. Now that we're at the end of 2025, I'm going to ask you, do you have any goals for 2026? Do you have a payout amount that you want to reach or an amount of funding that you want to try and get with us and other prop firms? Do you have any goals?
Okay, my goal is that with TTT, I want to scale and have over 100K payouts because if I should have over 100K payouts, it's going to be memorable for me because when I know when I started from struggling, trying to have big account sizes, trying to make a lot of money from Forex, then it will be a very, very good remembrance. Like I never gave up. I was still pushing through, being resilient, trying as much as possible and sticking to my rules. And then all of a sudden, after a few years, I've gotten 100K. It's going to be memorable for me. It's going to be a very good experience. So that's what I want with TTT and also with other prop firms. I want to scale to higher profits margin. So that's my goal
Mhm.
for 2026.
Amazing.
So if
Amazing.
I can have a profits portfolio of over 1 million, it's going to be a very good thing.
Yes,
So
of course.
that is what I'm actually looking after.
And is that how you plan to scale the payouts by getting as much capital as possible so that it's easier to reach the payouts?
Yes, yes, that's the only way. That's the only way to do that. So I'm going to get more accounts from my payouts, then try to scale the account to higher profit margin.
Amazing. Idara, thank you for joining me today on a quick interview. I appreciate you sharing your experience and your knowledge on how you trade, what you trade, why you've traded, and how you've got success with trading. Hopefully, this is going to be one of many interviews, and we can discuss maybe in another 6 months' time or another year's time on how you've progressed, how you've got better, how you've got, further funding, further payouts, further success. So I look forward to that day. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time too. I'm very
It's okay.
grateful.